Hey, what's up guys, this is Double X here, and first off I have to apologize for not casting in a while. I have been doing a lot of other stuff, so I haven't had time really to cast, but anyways, now I'm casting, so let's get right down to this game. It is going to be a 1 versus 1 on Scrap Station between two epic Zergs. It's going to be mouzMorroW, the red Zerg, spawning in the right position, and his opponent is going to be MeYera, the blue Zerg, spawning in the top position. So both these players are actually non-grandmasters, but both are playing on the European server. And but they're both ranked first in their Masters League, so just about just outside of grandmasters, but still pretty good players. No, not pretty good, but really good players. mouzMorroW, team of the clan Mouse, which features a lot of great players, such as Mana and Strelok and so. And MeYera I haven't heard of before, but I still think he will be a pretty great player because he's ranked first in his Master League, just outside the Grandmasters, as I said. But anyways, we're going to have a Zerg versus Zerg. It's always entertaining to watch, and with a map like this, which is going to be Scrap Station, I can assume that both players are going to go for the fast expand, if you consider how long the travel distance is by ground, and but it's pretty short travel distance by air. So with Zerg and all that muleless play that usually will come, you won't see a long game whatsoever on this map. Barely in any matchup will you see a long game in on this map, because it's so hard to secure your third base, except for a Terran. You can just plant their fortress and missile turrets and siege tanks and all that good stuff. But securing more than 2 or 3 bases is pretty hard on this map, so you won't see too long of a game. But I'm not saying there isn't going to be a long game, but the chances are lower than let's say Tolerant Altar or Terminus RE or something like that. You can see that both players are going to go for the fast expand and then following up with a pool and a gas. So pretty standard. You can see the timings are exactly the same, but MeYera is opting to go for that. No, he went for drones instead of overlords in the beginning, so he's a bit off in the supply count. But now both players has their hatcheries up, and MeYera has scouted this all the way, so he knows what's up. I don't think that well, mouzMorroW has scouted his opponent as well, and mouzMorroW is going to go for that speed right off the bat, but MeYera don't have the money to do that in the beginning, because we went for more Zerglings than his opponent. So going to start his metabolic boost, which is the Zergling speed, just some seconds after mouzMorroW. You see that 2 Zerglings from each place going to scout out in the middle, just high-fiving and then moving on, not attacking each other whatsoever. These are just going to scout around and see what is going on. And what is going on is that mouzMorroW is not building anything except for drones. You can see he's droning up real hard, and is also going to add in a Baneling nest. Wow, this can be proven to be game-changing if it all comes down to Banelings versus Zerglings. But MeYera on the other hand is going for the Roach Warden, so scratch that. He's going to go for the very robust Roaches against those Banelings. So MorroW's probably not going to utilize those Banelings just yet, as he scouted that Roach Warden, I think. Yes, he did, so he knows what's up. He most likely not going to morph in any Banelings. He's going for a Roach Warden himself. That is a good choice, and basically has to get out some Roaches before MeYera get out his Roaches, and I think he will, because the travel distance is once again so far by ground and not that far by air. And here comes a squadron of Zerglings. That is a lot. That is exactly not very good at math, but what, 18 Zerglings are coming in, swarming to mouzMorrow's base, and all these drones are vulnerable. Just the Queen going to save them, and the Queen is getting surrounded, picked off immediately, and a bunch of Zerglings spawning for mouzMorroW, and the drones also turned around to pick off the Zerglings. But now MeYera is in a lot of trouble because of all those Zerglings spawning, but he has killed off a bunch of drones. Like, took a look at that tab, he has killed 9 drones. That is so great for his own sake, because he's been on great economy this whole time. Well, not that great of economy because he spent more on Zerglings, but he managed to pick off a bunch of drones, so he is in a pretty good position. We could see that for a while, that mouzMorroW still had 10 drones producing at one time, and now he's going for the double evo chamber, so probably going to stick with this roach Zergling for a while, but I don't think he's produced any roaches as of yet, but I would imagine he's going to. Yes, you can see 7 roaches on the production tab and just now grabbing his second gas, and he's also rebuilt that queen. Take a look at MeYera's base. He has a bunch of roaches out, no upgrades as of yet, and he's grabbing 4 geysers, so yeah, he's going into layer tech and now dropping down an evo chamber to afford to have a way to spend all those gas, and when the layer comes up, I believe he's going to go for MeYera's, because 4 gas this early in the game when you're only on roach tech, you're going to have a lot of spare gas. But mouzMorroW already has that double evo chamber, he has these upgrades going for him, so that is definitely going to favor him if he can hold out long enough for those upgrades to finish, because take a look at the army tab, we can see that no, we don't need to take a look at the army tab, we can see up in the right corner that MeYera is ahead in supply. But MorroW knows exactly what is out. He can produce drones all the time because he had such good scouting. He has overlords placed all over the map. He knows exactly what's going on. He's keeping the tower with his Zerglings, so he knows exactly when his opponent's coming. Also keeping a Zergling here, not at the tower. I would imagine he misclicked there and wanted at the tower, but no, he's not. But this just shows the importance of scouting. He's just now producing some attacking units because guess what? He's got the saturation he wants. He's feeling comfortable producing attacking units. You don't need any more drones as of now. That just if he builds some more buildings, he will have to remake those drones. But MeYera has some pretty good saturation of his own. He could add in a few more drones. Maybe, I don't think, but he is going to move out as well. And look at the supply count is hugely favoring him. Take a look at the harvester type. We can see that mouzMorroW is also ahead in harvesters, so this army is about 30 supplies stronger for MeYera. That is so great for him. We can see that now both the +1 attack and the armor is finished for mouzMorroW, so he's going to have a good advantage in this battle. But look at this, MeYera's attack is going to be done very soon, so he's probably going for a timing attack. He's also going to have that roach speed, so he can juke those roaches and just dance back and forward and have some more efficient roach micro. But mouzMorroW is smart. He's going to move up his spine crawlers to guard this choke, and he has his overlord here which can't be sniped by but none of those units because they can't shoot air. So great control from MorroW. And we can see +2 attack for the Zerg missile is going up for both, and now we have a huge engagement here from MeYera, but he's going to back out as soon as he saw those spine crawlers, which if they go and check, they can just hack away at all units. And here comes an overseer. He should definitely contaminate this layer, and that is exactly what it's doing. So all that spawn larvae that was going on is not going to pop, and he's also preventing production from that. And we can see that MeYera is going to go for infestors. He doesn't have the Pythidian glands, I believe. Where's the invitation bit? No, he has not. So those infestors is not going to have fungal growth right off the bat, but they can spawn infested turns if he decides to do that. But now we can see that MorroW is switching it up to Hydras. He has a Hydralisk gland with the Hydra range on the way, and some Hydra spawning as well. And he also has the pneumatized carapace on the way, which I am very bad at Zerg upgrades, so I don't know what upgrade that is, but I think that is the Overlord speed. Yes, it was. And both players are trying to take the third base. MeYera is a little bit ahead of mouzMorroW, so that is going to favor him some a bit if he can get that saturation in time, and he's just now going to add a higher risk than of himself, so basically just keeping an even footing with their opponents. But the difference is that MeYera has the infestor, so if in an engagement he get off some fungal growths, that means that mouzMorroW can't back out because he doesn't want to leave all his units, because then they will just be torn apart by the roaches of MeYera. Now you can see MeYera's expansion is up. He's going to transfer some drones. I think he should transfer a bunch more, because this expansion is really vulnerable to any aggression if you don't keep your army here all the time, because it's so exposed, and Zerg units, which are real mobile, can just run in and out everywhere. Look at this, it's no tractor or something. But never mind, he just now saturating it up, and he basically has to mine out this as soon as possible. This goes for mouzMorroW as well. Mine out this expansion as quickly as you can, because it is vulnerable, and you want to keep your minerals in your main, and especially in your natural high, as long as possible, because those are so easy to defend. We're just now seeing the infestation pit from mouzMorroW, so neither player is going to go for air, and neither player is going to go for hive tech in a very long time. See, they're both building up huge roach hydra armies, and MeYera is maxed out, so I'm curious to why he's not moving out, because when you're maxed out, that is the time to move out and hopefully catch your opponent off guard when they're not maxed out at all. We can see now that hive tech is going to go up for both players, and the Pathetian glass is being researched by mouzMorroW, so that indicates that he is going to go for infestors but on his own anytime soon. He just now has a nice grid of spine crawlers here. Look at that, this is so good. Zerg in the late game with all those spine crawlers is good, and now MeYera decides it's time to push in with all those roaches, can basically one-shot these spine crawlers. He needs his queen to transfuse all those spine crawlers, and now it's fungal growth on mouzMorroW. MeYera is just tearing apart the army of mouzMorroW. Wow, look at this. And the upgrades are 2-2 for both players, so that is not going to matter at all. Pulling some drones here, and now when all the roaches are gone for mouzMorroW, I don't think he can hold this off, because hydras are just so darn squishy when the robust roaches come in and get some shots off. But MeYera is going to back out, knowing that he's done a lot of economic damage, killed all of those drones, and basically evaporated mouzMorrow's total army. And now it's going to rebuild, and you can see he's soon maxed out yet again, and this just shows you the power of a heavy macroing Zerg. Look at all those resources he has got. Now going to engage again, and I think this will be game. I don't see how mouzMorroW can hold this, even with the high DPS of the hydras. And now we can see he's just spewing some infestarians and just utilizing his army to maximum effect, and mouzMorroW is forced to GG out of this game. So great game there by MeYera. I haven't heard of him before, but I'm now definitely going to remember his name, because beating mouzMorroW, such an accomplished player, that is just great. So good game, and I'm going to catch some more, so look out for that, and I will see you guys next time.